let's put everything together for your final draft. In fact, you might want to go ahead. Well, y'all need to do this Friday night. I would turn this in order. The sooner you can do that, the better. Okay, so here you make sure your last name and page numbers are over here, and you do that by going to insert um page number. Don't do the header. Don't do that. Do this. It will go in the header, but you have to choose this if you want the page numbers to advance with each page. All right, so then this is a fictitious name, but it is not a fictitious paper. Beginning with the title, this is an actual student paper. And in order for me to show it as a sample, it has to be an A or a B, but it's definitely a good one. And as I told you before, and today y'all were working on getting a good lead. When you finish and you finish your discussion board thing, just copy and paste your amended introductory paragraph here. Okay, so, and this one was a good one. It did not start out this way. This person's whole point was that people can't afford health care even if something is caused by somebody else. Like this person had her leg caught in a track at a subway station. So, and then it talked about she couldn't afford a doctor. So that was a great lead. It got my attention because I cannot imagine the pain. And I don't think that she just got her leg caught. She was not run over, but still, that can be catastrophic and it can cause a lot of damage to your foot because you can't get it out. So that's how that person started. And then the thesis, and your thesis should be easy to follow too. This one is talking about we need to go to universal health care. And it says that it's so we could save money. That's the first reason. So the second reason is prioritizing quality over quantity. And in other words, taking really good care of each patient at a time instead of en masse and just giving them very cursory, very superficial help. And the third main point is so that we can join other industrial countries in following their methods. Okay, so that person put his introductory paragraph first. So paste that there. Now we're going to the first main point. So you're going to paste that one all the way down to there. Now, he did something really interesting. He felt like if he put this in one paragraph, it would be way too long. This is his second main point. And notice that he put it in two paragraphs. Not many people do that, but that is totally fine to me. Just make sure they segue into the next one without, you need to have some kind of transition. Okay, so that's his third main point. Then he pasted his counter argument here. Okay. He also came back with a third main point, which is joining other nations who have universal health care and talking about that. And then finally, he wrote his conclusion, which is switching to universal health care would save the U.S. and citizens money, provide an efficient system. Provide an efficient system and follow other free nations using a design. Okay, so what he has done is he has restated that. And I think I would really rather that he not have said this essay. But that's fine. I don't think I counted off on it. All right, but then let's look and see what the rest of it says. The current healthcare system is not working, leaving the U.S. behind in a self-deteriorating state. and it is time we adopt an actively working one. If one desires a better healthcare system, there are more ways than just voting for the right politician. Spread awareness, inform oneself, and look to our neighboring nations as leading examples, for even that is enough to make a change. Now, one thing I did take exception at, but because he was making it a call to action, see, he was okay here where he said third person, but I would rather that you not use, even in your call to action, we just say it's time for this nation or people in this country to adopt. There's a way you can get around not saying first person, which is we. See how he said if one desires? He didn't say if I desire or if we desire. So there are ways to get around that. Okay. And again, inform oneself. That's third person. That's good. But then he switches to our. Spread awareness. And actually, this sentence right here is you understood. Do you remember in elementary school when your teacher would give you something like this and say, what is the subject of it? And you go, awareness. No, it's not. What's the subject? Well, it's actually a command. And it's just like if you tell your kids to sit down and eat, it's the same thing as saying you sit down and eat. They know who you're talking to. Probably even if they say they don't, they know. So that's called you understood. So, and we're not supposed to use second or first person. You is second person, I, me, we, us. Those are first person. Okay. If people spread awareness, inform themselves, and look to their neighboring nations, take out there and look to neighboring nations as leading examples, that comma, that would be enough to make a change. Something like that. But that's a call to action. He's telling you what to do. Okay. Or suggest. All right. Now, remember when we went to Noodle Tools and I said copy and paste that? Copy it and paste it. So let me stop here for just a minute. I'm going to open Noodle Tools and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I skipped over here to Noodle Tools. And let me see if I can go to one of yours and illustrate what we needed to do. Let's go to Jason. There's a simpler way to do your works cited. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. So this is Jason's. And remember, I told you to go over here and do the print to export. Let's not do that. Okay, let's go back and let's look at Jason's. Well, actually, that's Fab. Okay, let's look at Jason's. We could look at either one. It doesn't matter. Just go to your project page, click on your citations. Okay. Now, you should be able now to go over here and print, export to Word, and just get the citations. Let's see, that's not the one I want. Hold on a second. I just pulled up a bunch. I'm going to go back over to Jason, and I'm going to go here and click on that. Let me go back because I just did this. Let's do a double click and see. No, that's not it. But let's try this one. I don't know. Okay, so if I double click, this is actually on the school safety. So if I go back over here and I just click on Alejandro's stack of books, just double click on it, then all it has here is it doesn't have any annotations at all. So once he sees just the sources, he's good to go. Now he's going to go print export, and then he's going to go submit, and then just hit, oh, hold on. See where that is. Yeah, just hit no on that. Oh, did I hit yes or no? I don't know. Okay, so now he's got this. So Alejandro will copy and right click copy. Then he'll go over to his draft of his classical essay and he will put this, just right click paste, and then make sure that works cited is as high up as it can go on the page, and then save it, and he's done. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, let me do a new share and go back to, okay, so again, that's just your sources. You don't go down to the 4 tiles, you go to this little deal here. So this is DeMarcus. Okay, he's going to double click on that, and the same thing. He's going to go to print export to Word. He's going to submit it. Then he's going to go ahead and do the same thing. He'll go to this and export print, and then it'll pop up a Microsoft Word document, say no, and then get that and copy and paste it. Now, what I'm not understanding is why all of a sudden this was not working. Let's look at Fabs. Let's double click on that. Okay, good. So he double clicked on his books. Same thing with him. Let's go back. And again, I'm on the page that shows your project. Oh, that's as deep as I'm getting. Double click on your books. I don't know why yours is like that, but I think that you've already taken it out. It should just show your sources. Okay, let's do this. All right. I double clicked on the school safety one. Okay, again, that's correct. It doesn't have annotations that you have to take out. You're going to export it to Word. You're going to submit it. It's going to pop up and you'll say no, because if you say yes, it gets screwed up. And then you're going to copy and paste that to your last page. So that's it. And I will go ahead and I will put, let's see, well, there's that one. Well, y'all can't see it. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to go to a new share. Okay, you don't need to be there. Let me see. That's not it. Well, let me see if that's Palermo. No, it's not. But what I will do is I will post this on that Palermo one that we just did. Okay, I'm going to post that to week 4. And I will put that, I'll go ahead and just put it for today. Okay, and here's that discussion board situation. Okay, again, I'm in week 4, Thursday, June 29th. And I'm going to put sample classical essay. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the video here too. I'll also give you a copy through email, sample classical S and the video. And then I'll do the Word document and I'll put the video there as well. Please call me if you have any questions. If you want me to kind of glance over it before you turn the rough draft in tomorrow, let's do that. Put everything together, even your works cited, because I need to check and make sure everything, your in-text citations jibe, that's J-I-B-E, B as in boy, that they jibe with your work, your sources on the last page. Okay. So for every in-text citation or for every source, you have to have at least one in-text citation. All righty then. I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend.